Hi, this is my son Christian, and he has special needs, which causes him to have sensory difficulties with certain types of sound and certain types of touch. This means that he would have an extremely difficult time trying to get a haircut at a local barbershop. So I learned how to cut his hair at home so he can feel safe and we can have that time to bond together as father and son. Now, for those of you that have been following this page for a while, you know that Christian special needs also presents with a speech delay. So Christian doesn't really say a whole lot, so I try my best to create an atmosphere that he can feel safe and open to share what's on his heart and what's on his mind. Now, Christian has been kind of hinting to us that a very special day is coming up. Yup, Christian's birthday is coming, and he's about to turn 14 years old. Now, Christian has overcome so many things, but the one thing that I want to celebrate him about is the fact that at 6 years old, he spoke his very first words, and I just can't take that for granted. Because Chris inspires me, because he's a fighter, and nothing that he's ever accomplished has ever come easy, except maybe learning how to ride a bicycle. For some reason, he couldn't walk from point A to point B without falling over, but he took off on a bicycle the very first try. Who does that? Well, I have a lot more gray hairs now than when I did when we made our very first video together. And Chris is a whole lot taller than he was when we made our very first video together. And through the years, Chris has not stopped finding new ways to inspire me. Now I've had people come up and ask to pray for him so that they can cure him or fix him. But then I look at him and I see the way that he treats people, and I see how kind he is to his family and how he loves his friends. And I realize he's a whole heck of a lot closer to God than any of us would ever be. So instead of asking God to fix him as if he's broken, I think I'll ask God to help me to see the world through Chris's eyes. And I think if more of us could do that, this world would be a much nicer place.